Signed records of well-known artists are sold for hundreds of dollars up to a few thousand. Autographed records have their devoted fans. An autograph on a record is the presence of the artist on his creation, and this is valuable for many collectors. If the signature belongs to a very famous artist, the vinyl record will be of great value. If the vinyl is rare, its price will be higher. Also, if the artist is no longer in life, the record will be even more valuable. With these examples, you understand what shapes the price of a signed record. By watching this comprehensive video, you will draw more conclusions and you will understand why some signed vinyl records are precious. In this video, I will mention 10 of the most expensive records that have been sold in the area of metal and hard rock and some exciting details behind them. It will be, as always, a fascinating video. At number 10, we have the Soundhouse tapes, the holy grail of Iron Maiden fans and all collectors of classic heavy metal. This collectible and historical vinyl EP was sold in 2007. It had the signatures of Dennis Stratton, Dave Murray, Paul Di'Anno, Cliff Barr and Steve Harris. Its price is one of the highest ever sold. With starting bidding price of £50 and after 39 bids, this signed copy was sold for £2,050. For the fascinating history of the Soundhouse tapes, I have made a particular video, the link of which you can find in the description box below. At number 9, we have the Sabotage album of Black Sabbath. In my opinion, Sabotage is the last great album released with Ozzy, which contained two masterpiece tracks, Symptoms of the Universe and Megalomania. The whole band has signed this record. It's interesting to say that the Black Sabbath members didn't sign the record at the same time. According to the listing's description, the record was first signed in 2005 by Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler and drummer Bill Ward while touring in Europe with Black Sabbath in Stockholm, Sweden. Ozzy signed the album while touring in Europe on September 9, 2010 in Helsinki, Finland. This great copy sold in 2019 for $2,000. At number 8, we have the 7th inch single Ace of Spades, which has signatures perhaps for the most iconic lineup of Motorhead, by Lemmy Kilmister, Buster D. Clark and Filthy Animal Taylor. When this vinyl was sold in 2020, no one was alive. This rare record sold for $2,000. At number 7, we have another Black Sabbath record. The Seventh Star album was intended to be released as a personal album by Tony Iommi with singer Glenn Hughes, but was eventually released under Black Sabbath's name. It is an excellent album that over the years has found the recognition it deserves. The Seven Stars Tour began in 1986 with Glenn Hughes. After 5 concerts, due to the singer's poor performance and behavioral problems, Tony Iommi replaced him with the excellent singer Ray Gillen, who is no longer alive. That's why, in this particular copy, there are the signatures of Ray Gillen, Tony Iommi and Geoff Nichols from that tour. There is also Glenn Hughes' autograph while touring Europe with the Hughes Turner Project on March 30, 2004 in Helsinki, Finland. While touring in Europe with Alice Cooper on August 6, 2005, drummer Eric Singer signed this record in Tampere, Finland, and drummer Cozy Powell while touring in Europe on October 26, 1990 in Stockholm, Sweden. This signed copy of the Seventh Star sold for $2,000 in 2020. At number 6, we have an AC/DC record, the High Voltage LP autographed by all members, including the mighty Bon Scott. The copy was sold by a seller who has sold several signed vinyl records and well-known artists' memorabilia. It isn't easy to find autographs from Bon Scott, this iconic artist, and this played an essential role in the record's sold price. The record was put up for sale for $3,500, but was eventually sold for $2,200 in 2018. Not bad at all. At number 5, we have Van Halen's first album. Eddie Van Halen's star rises on this album, and the world of hard and heavy has changed course, at least in America. All 4 members of Van Halen signed this copy: Eddie Van Halen, Alex Van Halen, Mike Anthony and Dave Lee Roth. This beautiful piece was sold in 2020 for $3,000. At number 4, we have the original debut album of Kiss, released in 1974. This album's original first release is on Blue Casablanca labels and without the band's cover of the Bobby Rydell song Kissing Time, which was added to the later pressings. The album is fully signed by the whole Kiss band and by the band's manager Bill Aucoin if I pronounce this right, who discovered them and helped build their myth. The value of a plain copy is about $800, but with the signatures it sold in 2018 for $4,100. At number 3, we have Jimi Hendrix original debut album, Jimi Hendrix Experience LP, autographed by all band members. Jimi Hendrix wrote on the album cover, "Stay sweet, love and happiness forever," and he signed his name under it. This copy was sold in 2020 for $3,000. I would not be surprised if these records gain more value and are sold for more money in the future. I'm sure many of the buyers acquired them with an investment purpose. If you see my Invest in Vinyl Records Everything You Need to Know video and the value of vinyl records 9 key factors video, you will understand that you too can make money by investing in records. You will find the links from these videos to the description box below. Number 2 on the list is a rare and lost US metal diamond. Paradox Plan of Attack vinyl record was recorded at the Sound Summit Studios in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. It is one of the rarest and the most valuable heavy metal vinyl records. According to what we know so far, the only pressing of this EP was destroyed by the band due to a layout mishap and only 50 copies were saved. It has never been available for retail sales. Only a few copies were handed out to the press and friends. This copy is signed by all band members and the price sold is one of the highest for a metal record. In 2016, it sold for $8,300. And at number 1, we have a 70s hard rock record, the legendary Led Zeppelin II. The whole band signed the record, Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, John Paul Jones, John Bonham, the signatures of which the seller personally collected at 5th July 1980 in Munich, Germany, 2.5 months before the legendary drummer passed away. In 2018, this copy of Led Zeppelin II sold for $14,911. More videos like this are waiting for you to watch on this channel, which deals with the music and vinyl records value. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. More exciting videos are being prepared. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Enjoy music, enjoy life, enjoy vinyl. See you all in the next video. Bye.